It's so sad. P4G Next Generation is going to be ending so soon, guys. 2 weeks left of the regular season, and then we have playoffs. So we have between 3 and 5 weeks left, and that's it. What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 10 battle for the Pokemon for Glory Next Generation. I wish I could talk a bit louder, but I cannot, unfortunately. So, I'm sorry if my mic picks up my, what is it called? My hissing from my, no, it's my fan, there we go. My fan is overheating a bit on my laptop. So I'm sorry if that picks up. Anyways, let's get into what's going on this week. So today we are facing off against the Baltimore Oriolus, coached by choice CJ. CJ is a good friend of mine. He is one of the first people that I met, even before the P4G. I met him, like, we started talking back in, like, I want to say, like, a year ago now. So it's been a little while that we've known each other. So it's really cool that we're getting to finally battle in the P4G. We've been looking forward to it since basically the team builder, not the team builder week, the draft analysis week. So yeah, it's finally here. Anyways, he is the Baltimore Orioles. I believe he is 6-3 right now, and he's in the middle of the playoff hunt. If he wins this game, he'll probably have clinched playoffs. I'm pretty sure he would actually. If he loses it though, he gets like jumbled up into a mix of coaches who are all like 5 wins, which is really crazy. The people vying for the 5, 6, 7, 8 seeds are like all jumbled up. It's crazy. So yeah, we have a very good matchup for you guys today. Let's go over our opponent's team, because our opponent's team is very cool, and it's like a pseudo rain team, but it doesn't really use rain abusers, and it's a really cool way of using it. I never expected anyone to bring it like that. So our opponent has a roster of Tapu Koko, Volcanion, Alolan Muck, Chestnut, Seismitoad, Musharna, Mega Scizor, Salamence, Pelipper, Armaldo, Togedemaru, and the Flyinium Z. He's brought Koko every single matchup, by the way, just FYI. Scizor to most matchups, and I think Mence doesn't have a kill yet, so he's got a very interesting team. The weird thing is he has 3 water types. He has the Volcanion, which is weak to electric and to ground and rock and stuff like that, because of the fire typing. He's got then the Seismitoad, which is only weak to grass, and he's got the Pelipper, which is mostly weak to electric. So he covers his water type weaknesses very well, and he has a rain abuser in Seismitoad, but he's I mean, I don't know. He basically has Pelipper there to support Mega Scizor, which is kind of weird, and his Flyinium Z is there for like Brave Bird on Koko, Pelipper's Hurricane, Salamence's Fly, like, yeah. So it's kind of a weird Z Crystal to add to him, but I mean, like, props to him. He got it. He wanted it. Go for it. We have the Celesteela, Rotom Wash, Crocodile, Snorlax, Alola Marowak, Roselia, Mew, Raikou, Ribombee, Ditto, Kommo-O, and the Steelium Z. Now, I'm going to say this, I realized that going into this match, I realized that actually the day we played, I have 6 Pokemon that are tied for the kill leaderboard on my team. And that is, I believe it was, I could be wrong, but I think it's Celesteela, Rotom Wash, Crocodile, Alola Marowak, Raikou, Ditto. No, oh my god. Yeah, I don't think Celesteela is it. I think it's Rotom Wash, Crook, Alola Marowak, Raikou, Ditto, Kommo-O. I think those are the 6 Pokemon that have 6 kills each, and that's the high for my team, which is kind of crazy. Like, it just shows that we have a really balanced team. I think not taking an ultra tier Pokemon was a really good decision on my part this season. Anyways, let's get into what we actually brought this week. So to start off, we have Scrappy-Doo here, our what is it called? Our Snorlax. This Snorlax is basically meant to be a general pain for our opponents. We have Earthquake, Fire Punch, Facade, and Recycle. Our spread is there, so we always 2-KO a Mega Scizor, defensive Mega Scizor with Fire Punch, and basically I really needed that because Mega Scizor defensively is a bit of a problem for me. So we have that. We have Earthquake there for the Volcanion, Fire Punch there for the Scizor, Facade hits everything else, and you'll see why I'm running Facade over Body Slam. And I actually was going to run Body Slam, but then I changed it very last minute just to make sure that I had something in case we got toxic or burned. And yeah, Recycle is there just to get back our Figgy Berry, and we can potentially sweep. Next up though, we have Grank Irwin here, which is our Crocodile here. Fire Fang, Earthquake, Aerial Ace, and Stone Edge. It is Assault Vest this week. Enough speed for, I believe it is Timid Max Speed Volcanion. We have an Assault Vest to live random hits, and you'll see why this fits in again later. But Fire Fang is there for the Scizor, Earthquake for stab damage and strong, Aerial Ace for the Chestnut, Stone Edge for I believe the Pelipper and the Salamence and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. Moving on though, we have Sohan's Dragon here, the Roselia Berry Kommo-O with EQ, Dragon Claw, Shadow Claw, and Dragon Dance. Shadow Claw is there pretty much only for the Musharna. We have enough speed to outspeed Volcanion at neutral, and Tapu Koko when we're at +1 speed. So that's that there. We then have enough attack, well, max attack, and then the rest goes into HP, obviously, and we only take, I believe, 75% from a Dazzling Gleam from a Tapu Koko, which is really good, I mean, for being 4 times weak to the move, so yeah. Then we have Mono64, our Thick Club holding Alolan Marowak, EQ, Flame Charge, Shadow Bone, and Rock Slide. This spread is basically so that at +1 we outspeed Volcanion no matter what. Yeah, I mean, I just needed to make sure that was possible. It was kind of a pain, but I really had to do that. Max attack, the rest in HP. And you see we have a lot of physical attackers so far, no real walls. Everything here is just a physical attacker meant to take lives pretty much. And this is where it all comes together. We have Julius Fave here, our Mew, with the Maranga Berry. I originally was leftovers, but I really want to make sure I could take advantage of Acrobatics just in case, and potentially give off another boost. So we have Bulk Up, Baton Pass, Acrobatics, and Roost with a very interesting spread. So I'm going to go over it right now. So Mew outspeeds Modest Volcanion. We are not too KO'd by Modest Volcanion's Steam Eruption, and then I pop the rest into defense with a positive defense nature, and then we had one left over for it, so I pop that into attack. Basically, the Maranga Berry, it increases your special defense by 1 stage if you get hit by a special attack. So that's really cool. Basically makes so that if he is indeed Choice Specs Volcanion, we take that hit, then we get our Maranga Berry popped, and then we should be okay to live in the next one, which is really cool. But yeah, Bulk Up is meant to Baton Pass into any of the 4 Pokemon I just showed you before. Basically, the plan is if I can do that, if I can get 2 Bulk Ups, maybe even 1 Bulk Up, it's pretty much GG, because we just beat his team. We're just that powerful. We have so much bulk-ish. Like, all these Pokemon that I brought, they're not extremely fast, but they're all pretty bulky in their own right. So, yeah, and Acrobatics is there because, I mean, his Flying Resist, I believe, was Togedemaru, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. His Flying Resist is Tapu Koko, and is Togedemaru. Yeah, so everything else is not very appreciative of the Flying type Z moves, so yeah. Or Flying type moves, I should say. Anyways, and then our last Pokemon is Pidgeotto here, our Raikou. It's level 100, just so I make sure that because I want to make sure the person who gen my team, so shout out to Rogue, by the way. Just make sure that we had Hidden Power Ice and we had max IVs everywhere else. That's just so we can bottle cap things, basically. But yeah, so our speed is there for max speed Salamence. We then have, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's max speed Salamence. We then have enough max special attack and the rest into HP. We are Salt Dust, of course, to take hits from Tapu Koko because he brings that thing every single week. And we have T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball we can't go against on the Chestnut because of Bulletproof, but Shadow Ball is there pretty much for the Musharna. I just don't want to let it set up for free on us, and Shadow Ball can do a decent amount of damage if he's not specially defensive. So that's our team, guys. Let me know who you think will be the MVP this week. I'm sorry I can't talk very loud, but yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we're almost at 250. No, 150, 250. We're almost at 250 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed already, you really should do that. Anyways, guys, let's get started with the battle. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the battle. As you can see, our opponent brought the Salamence, the Seismitoad, the Volcanion, the Alolan Muck, the Tapu Koko, and the Chestnut. Now, I do want to give a huge shout out to Tails and to Blue. Blue really deserves a lot of credit for this. He built a team for me to mock against, and the team that he built, he went and did a ton of research. He was like, oh yeah, he likes to run Pixie Plate on his Tapu Koko. He usually runs Max Defense Scizor with or very bulky Scizor with what's it called, Swords Dance, and he really went all out for the lobby, and he knows that like people like to follow their tendencies, so he's a very, very underrated team builder, so appreciate it, Blue. Thank you very much, and thank you to Tails and Scrappy and whoever else helped as well. Anyways, let's get into the battle, guys. So I'm gonna lead off here with my Mew, just because what can just come in and be okay with taking hits, or is okay with getting set up on, I mean. So I'm gonna lead off with my Mew here, and I'm gonna put this at 2 speed. Let's go at 1.5. It's a bit slower there. So I'm gonna lead off with my Mew here, and Julius Fave comes out, and Julius Fave will just be shiny and stuff against his Salamence. And I was trying to calculate what does a Salamence do to me. Is Crunch plus Z Fly gonna kill me? And it might. It won't if I go for the bulk up, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I just want to make sure I can set up on this thing. That was the plan here. So I'm going to set up on this thing. As he goes for the Intimidate, that's kind of unfortunate, but it's alright. And he's actually going to reveal the Draco Meteor, and from this damage, guys, you're going to see how much this does. This is ridiculous. Mew takes over half, and our Maranga Berry will pop. And from this damage, I can see that he is pretty much fully specially offensive, and he does have a Life Orb, of course. But at this point here, I go for my bulk up, and we live any hits now, so I can just go for the Roost and get back all the health I want. At this point, he's going to go into his Seismitoad, and I'm looking at it and like, you can't stop me from setting up. Yeah, you can go for Toxic, but who cares? I'll just baton pass into something else, and I'll just sweep you right there. So I'm going to go for the bulk up one more time. I'm at +1 attack, +2 defense, +1 special defense, and he's going to go for the Toxic here. Now at this point, I don't know what he was going to go for. I was kind of thinking he wouldn't go for Toxic again right now, so I want to go for the baton pass right here. And of course we had the Synchronize, so we poisoned that thing. So he's actually going to go for, I believe, the Stealth Rocks here as I baton pass out. So I'm going to click that baton pass button, and at this point we're going to pass our +1 attack, +2 defense, and +1 special attack into our Snorlax. And it's like Snorlax didn't need any more help. Like, why did I do that? Anyways, he gets his rocks here, and I'm going to go for the Facade because I think he's going to try and Toxic me. So I go for the Facade, he goes for the Scald actually, and I'm hoping for a burn now because nothing resists the Facade. Unfortunately, we don't get it. That's okay, and we would have taken this thing out if he had gotten the burn. We didn't though, but that's fine. He's going to go for the Toxic now, he lands it, and that's fine by me. Snorlax is basically going to dent a hole in his entire team, especially if we just, well, get popped into the Figgy Berry range at the right time. So we take about 6% here from Toxic, and Snorlax is in a great position. He's going to go into his Salamence here, and we have, of course, the, what's it called, the Moringa Berry boost, but we're now at neutral on our physical attack, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? He goes for the Draco here, and look at this. That did, like, less than 100 HP. That's so ridiculous. I go for the Facade here, and this is going to OHKO this thing right away. It's gone, 100%. And at this point, we get knocked down into Figgy Berry range, and we eat our Figgy Berry, and look at this. We get all the way back up to near full. So we're in a great spot. He's going to go into tank his Chestnut, and this takes hits for days from my Snorlax. So I'm going to go for the Facade here, and look at how much this does. This is a Chestnut, guys. It takes like 60% from a Facade from a neutral Snorlax. I know it's neutral, but still, that's wild. He's going for the Drain Punch here. It won't take us out, but it'll put him outside of range for the Facade, which is really unfortunate because Snorlax will only end up picking up 2 kills this week, so we drop him down really low, and Snorlax goes down to the Toxic from Seismitoad, but Snorlax did his job. Look at the rest of look at our opponent's ground resists. Like, he has none. I'm going to send in Crocodile, I'm going to go for the Earthquake, make him think I'm Scarfed, and at this point, guys, I have the Moxie boost, so even if he is going to be Shucker Berry on something, we can pretty much win still, so we're in a great spot. I get the Moxie boost here, we're at +1, and I believe he's going to send in his, he's going to send in Usain Bolt here, his Tapu Koko, and I'm going to click the Earthquake. If he's Shucker Berry, he still has a pretty big chance to get KO'd here, which is crazy. He's going for the Dazzling Gleam, showing that I'm not Scarfed, and we let the hit because we have, of course, our Assault Vest, and Earthquake will come in and take out this Tapu Koko, which is amazing. So Crocodile picking up 2 more kills, bringing his total to 8 on the season, and he sends out Super Soaker Trademark, which is a kind of cool name for the Volcanion. I'm going to go with the Earthquake here. He is not Shucker Berry, and this thing will drop as well to the Earthquake. So Crook coming in, doing work. That's 3 kills now, and the only thing he has left is the Alolan Muck, and we have to speed that thing, of course, and I mean, what are we going to do? What's he going to do to us? And oh my god, I realized this is a little bit off. Oh my god, no. No. I think my oh, no, damn it. Whatever. Anyways, we pick up a kill again. So we actually end up defeating Choice CJ 5-0. So the loss sucks for CJ, especially because he's in the middle of a playoff hunt. But we didn't need the win, but I think I owe it to the league and to my opponents to actually like play during the games, because I'm not just bring heat. Because if I do that, then it makes it unfair for people who are actually trying to get into the playoff race. And unfortunately, I do want to bring heat next week, but I don't think I can because Panther, who is the coach of the Carolina Fables, he is also in the middle of the playoff race, and he pretty much needs a win to get in. And if he doesn't, then he's out, and he has a Metagross, so it's like, Jesus. Anyways, yeah, guys. So GG to CJ, guys. Make sure to go check him out. His link will be in the description below. Like in every video, the coaches of the P4G are linked down below, so make sure you go check it out. Also, join my personal Discord server. It's called the Ocean. If you guys have stuck around this long, then you guys might know that we have the Ocean League starting up in about a month, maybe a little bit less than that. It's going to be just a bit of a, well, it's just a league based for my subscribers, for anyone who wants to join in, who hasn't tried out the league format, who really wants to get into it. So, yeah, if you haven't tried out league format, this is going to be the perfect time to do it. Anyways, guys, again, GG to CJ. Good job, Snorlax and Crook and Mew, I guess. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what your answer to the comment question of the day is, because I didn't ask that yet. So what's your favorite tech move? That's like, I don't know, I said tech move because I kind of brought like Moringa Berry on Mew, which is kind of a cool tech, I guess. I don't know, anyways. But yeah, so what is your favorite tech move in Pokemon that you've brought? And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.